You don't block people because they one-star your videos. They one-star your videos because you block them. How do you think it feels when you delete someone's comments, delete their video responses, and block them from your channel? It feels like you're telling them,
shut up!
I'm asking you to shut up about...
I know what I was doing? Shut up. Please don't tell me.
I'm asking you to shut up.
Shut up. Shut up. All shut up publicly.
so why am I rehashing this after all this time? Well, How the World Works comes on, and he's got himself his little fancy background and pretends that he is a newsman, and he's supposed to be informing you of how the world works. Well, if you're going to be a newsman, you should have some integrity. You should be able to tell people something, and they should be able to be confident that what you're saying is the truth. And when you come out and lie, as you obviously do, no one can or should believe you. And now, he's got the audacity to come out here and start talking about our nation's healthcare issues.
Why we need government-run, universal, socialized, call it whatever you want, health insurance.
Here's a better idea. Why we don't need economic illiterates. Look behind you, my studio apartment's around 12 by 16. Economic illiterates. Look behind you, my studio apartment's around 12 by 16. Economic illiterates. Look behind you, my studio apartment's around 12 by 16. Economic illiterates trivializing the dangers of socialized medicine and spouting abject nonsense on YouTube.
But who should we choose to manage the pool of our money and dole out the money to the people who need it?
Using the phrase, who do we choose, cannot equal taxation because taxation equals force. Choice and voluntary transactions only take place in the private market outside of government.
Taxation equals force? Being forced to pay? Well, you know, I was forced to pay for 2 of your wars. I gotta tell you, I'm not very happy about that.
That a lot of essential services are already government-run.
Yes, like our failing public schools.
Universal, socialized, whatever you want to call it. Think water treatment, police, fire, postal service, Coast Guard, all those things you know are going to be there for you every single day without even thinking about them.
Well, some of those services are local, all of them are constitutional, and the post office is bankrupt.
Now in this little clip, he seems to insinuate that providing people with health care would be unconstitutional. Well, I've got my pocket constitution right here, autographed by Dennis Kucinich. So let's see how far into the Constitution we can get before we find some justification for our healthcare system. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States. Well, it seems we have some justification for healthcare right here in the preamble. Promote the general welfare. Now, you right-wingers out there, this means all those social programs that you rail against, they're covered right in the preamble of the Constitution. And it's not only is it in the first paragraph, but it's in the same sentence with promoting the defense.
And if insurance companies covered pre-existing conditions, it wouldn't be insurance. Everybody in the country would understand this if we were talking about car insurance. Say I drove a car, I got in a car accident, then I bought car insurance, and then I had the car insurance company pay for my bills. That wouldn't make any sense.
Did you just compare me to a car? Okay, you know, you need to go watch that old Jimmy Stewart movie, It's a Wonderful Life. Because each person's life touches so many others. You can't compare a human being to a car. If my car is destroyed, I can go out and buy another one. A human life is irreplaceable. Thank you for being honest this once, though. Because this really shows exactly how business in America views healthcare. They don't see sick people as people in need, people with families. They see them as a liability.
Anywhere government-run healthcare is tried, you have it running at a loss, you have price controls, less doctors, less new drugs, rationing, long lines, worse care, and it's bankrupt everywhere that it's tried.
Bankrupt? Everywhere it's tried? Except, of course, the entire European Union and Canada. And you know, those people, they're telling us They're telling us. They're out there telling us what it's like. They're hearing the lies told about their systems, and they're telling us what it's like, and you're just not listening.
Just as a Canadian who's always had healthcare, I just don't get it. I mean, every westernized country in the world has it, and the U.S. doesn't. It's always just seemed remarkable to me.
So I hear these horror stories about wait times. Well, my mother has had cancer, and my mother has had a heart attack, and my mother has never had to wait for treatment.
This is my social health card. This gives me access to any kind of medical treatment that I need through my entire life.
And it was all free. It's a good system.
Tenderfoot made two claims. One, that I blocked people who dissent, and two, that I plagiarized another person's video. No, the only people I blocked are people who violate YouTube's terms of service, or people who I catch one starring all my videos all at once without actually watching them.